What is going on, everybody? Welcome into today's video. Today I'm going to be teaching you all how to pass your funded accounts in like 1 or 2 seconds tomorrow and on red folder news events. Now before I go ahead and get into this video, I do want to say there's usually a bad stigma around traders full porting CPI, but with the right strategy, which I'll go over in this video, this is nowhere near gambling. This is not a bad idea. In fact, all of your favorite influencers, including me, do this every single CPI and NFP. So yeah, do not feel bad about doing this, as everybody does it, and it's a very good way to pass your accounts and get a nice stack of accounts for the month. Now, this does not work every single CPI, every single NFP. Sometimes it will fail, just like everything else in trading, but it's about probability. Around 85% of the time this year, this has worked for CPI, so I try it every single time because there's a high likelihood chance that this will work out. So just had to give that disclaimer before I do go into today's video, because I don't want you guys thinking this is some 100% guaranteed way to do it. It's just a high win rate way to pass your accounts quickly. Alrighty guys, now before I show you the strategy, this is very important. This is the most important part of this video, kind of, because I need you guys to understand not every account can do this. Not every firm is going to allow this. So these are going to be the accounts that you can use to do this. And not only do the rules allow it, but they're very cost effective, I guess you could say. So 2 firms allow this. There could be more, but these are the 2 that I use every time. All right, so for the first account, we have the Alpha Futures Zero plan. They offer a 50K and a 100K account size. Now here are the benefits of this account. All right, so first of all, we have zero activation fee, as you can see in the name, the Zero plan. This is an extremely cheap account. It's like $70 if you use code GUS. Now for the accounts I do mention in this video, I do have my code GUS, and I'm not just saying these accounts because I'm affiliated with them, but I affiliate with the firms that I personally use and get payouts from. So use code GUS for Alpha Futures. You can get this account for like $70, I think, with zero activation fee, and you can stack up to 3 of these. So what I usually do is I get 3 of these Alpha Futures. I do the 50K specifically. I get 3 Alpha Futures 50Ks and I stack them up. Now here's what I like to do for scaling. They allow 3 accounts to be traded simultaneously, meaning you can copy trade up to 3 accounts at one time. But here is something that nobody tells you, is that you can stack these accounts and just have like a literal, like a storage unit of just funded accounts. So I already have 3 qualified accounts with them, and I have 2 sitting that can be activated if I blow one of the qualified. What I'll be doing tomorrow is getting 3 more of these accounts, passing them for CPI, and now I have 5 total accounts that if I blow one qualified, it gets replaced by one of the ones in the storage. This is really good because it'll allow you to trade your accounts you currently have, but stack some up for storage in the back, so whenever you do blow an account, which is basically inevitable at some point, you get it replenished instantly. That's the good thing about Alpha Futures, is that they operate on a system where you can literally pass an account, and then once you hit the profit target, 5 minutes later you'll get an email and you can trade that account the same day. Okay, that's something other firms don't do. They make you wait for the day to be done and then the new session to start up. But with Alpha Futures, you can literally pass an account in 5 minutes and you can trade it the rest of the day. So tomorrow, once I pass these accounts, I can literally trade them 5 minutes later after I just do the activation process, which is 0. Okay, it's completely free. So that is the Alpha Futures Zero plan. I will be collecting 3 of these tomorrow for this method. Alrighty guys, now for the second and final firm that you can do this strategy with, we have Tradeify, specifically the growth plan. Alright, same rules, 0 activation fee, 1 day to pass, and no consistency rule, meaning that you can pass this account in 1 day. The only downside with Tradeify is that when you pass these accounts tomorrow, when you hit the profit target, you have to wait until the day to finish and the market to close and reopen before you can actually trade on the accounts. Now with Tradeify, you can simultaneously trade 5 accounts at once. I mean, you can copy trade 5 accounts. You cannot exceed that, but that's better than Alpha Futures 3. So what I'll be doing tomorrow is I'll be getting 5 Tradeifys and 3 Alpha Futures. These will literally just sit in the back burner, and they will just wait until I blow an account and I need another one to get replenished. So same thing, 0 activation fee, 1 day to pass, and no consistency rule. Extremely easy. And if you use code GUS for Tradeify, you can get the accounts for around $90, which is a great deal. Even you can get 5 of these and 3 Alpha Futures, and you will be absolutely stacked trading 8 accounts simultaneously. Or if you want to trade them individually, you literally have 8 accounts. That will last you a while. That will last you until the next CPI or NFP. So it's completely OP, and this is why I make videos about this basically every month to tell you guys, do this method, okay? It's not going to work every time, but it works a lot of the time. Alrighty, now that I've discussed the accounts this works with, we can actually go into the charts. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood this because I don't want you guys to get an account that this doesn't work with and you're like, it didn't work, okay? So let's go ahead and get to the actual charting. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to log into your funded account on TradingView, and you are going to right-click, go to Settings, and then you're going to see this thing that says one-click trading under this trading tab right here. You want to toggle this off, okay? Actually, before you do, turn it on, and you're going to go to the top left where you see quantity, and you're going to change this to your max position size. So for Tradeify with a 50K, this should be 4 minis, so we can go to 4, and for Alpha Futures, I believe it's 3. I might be wrong, but I'm like 90% sure it's 3. You guys can go check that. And what you're going to do, you're going to change this, then you're going to turn off one-click trading. All right, so now you were selected with your max position size and your max contract size. You were literally full porting, okay, but with a strategy. So what I like to do is usually go around 20 to 30 points above and below current price. All right, so usually what I like to do is go around 20 to 30 points above and below price, and I'm going to set orders. Now, here specifically, I want to look at the top and bottom of this range. So we have this range right here, where here's the bottom and here's the top. All right, what do I know is going to be up here? Liquidity. If you are a premium student of my community, you know that we talk about news candles being very manipulative. We know that news candles are made to seek out liquidity. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go and we're going to right click above liquidity. So we have this pool of liquidity. Let's go ahead. Let's go around 13 points above. Okay, this is not exact. This is going to change based off of the range. Right now, it's the end of the day. The market just closed like a minute ago. The range is a little different. You're going to go add or buy for NQ stop. All right. So you're like, why am I adding a buy stop above price? I've never done this. Okay, just trust me. You're going to see this right here. You are going to take your take profit and you're going to drag it until you hit 3,000. Now, the reason this looks so far away is because, like I said, the market just closed. Look how big the range was today. The volume was just dying off. All right. So you see that, then you're going to click buy. Now it's important, you are going to be doing this around 1 minute before the news releases, okay? So yeah, so you're going to be doing it above liquidity, and then we have right here, we're going to go below. So let's go around 13 points below, bang. Now we're going to do sell stop, all right? So right here, we're going to drag this out to 3,000, bang, all right, click sell. Now this is what it looks like, all right? So what this basically does is that when we're doing this around 13 points below, we're protecting ourselves from being liquidity. What usually happens is that CPI is going to go up, sweep it, and then run like that. So usually it goes to sweep liquidity and then make a move. So you don't want to have your level right here because if you get in a buy position here, it's just going to tank it to your stop loss. So what we're doing is whether this wants to go here and then dump, or it wants to go here and then pump, it doesn't really matter because we have our levels protected kind of like far away from the liquidity. All right, so the market's going to sweep one and then it's going to pump all the way through. So we are anticipating that, let's say that this works for buys tomorrow. This is current price. It's 10 seconds before the news drops. You have your order set. The market goes. Maybe it doesn't sweep liquidity below. It just goes and pumps. It fills you in your order here and then hits you here, okay? Hit your take profit. Here's the good news, all right? So if for some reason this wants to run this low, if you get the account with a lot of contract size or it's very volatile, there's like a very huge range tomorrow before this happens and CPI is like 300 points, you can literally have your take profit like right here. So all it has to do is make a small move to the upside, hit your take profit, and if it wants to dump, it's fine because it's going to hit your take profit, okay? If that makes sense. So the more volatile, the better because it's easier for you to hit your profit target, all right? So this is what you're going to do. So when the market, drops news, it's going to go boop and fill your order, or it's going to go boop, do that. Now, there is a second way you can do this. I personally don't, but I know a lot of people who do, and this does work for them. What you're going to do, you are going to hold shift right now. So hold shift, you are going to drag this very close to current price. Now, with current price being here, you're going to anticipate that whether the market manipulates or just pumps or dumps, you will not get screwed on this. So it will pump and it will hopefully hit this before reversing, or it will just dump. All right, this works, but it's riskier because personally, I would rather not get filled on a trade by putting it above liquidity, because what could happen is the market could pump, fill you in the order, and then bang, stop you out. Or it could just pump and you win the trade. So what you could do is you could, strategically do this method with alpha futures and then the other one with Tradeify, or vice versa. But this is what you're going to do. You can do this or the method before. With this one, it's riskier because you were just counting on the volatility and you're just hoping you don't get manipulated. You just hope, bang, it does that, or bang, it does that. Yeah, those are the two strategies that you can use to pass your accounts tomorrow. If you have any questions whatsoever, join the free Discord in the bio. If you want to live trade with me 3 times a week and have weekly classes and over 40 classes already posted, full content on how to top and bottom tick, my IFVG strategy, literally everything that made me profitable and things I wish I had when I first, started trading. The link for that is below. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Good luck tomorrow, guys. I will see y'all soon. Peace.